Footballers, I've got 10 of our favorite top 10 plyometric exercises that I want you guys to perform with your gym training to make you a more powerful, explosive, dominant footballer out on the pitch. And you guys know how we do it. It's not going to be 10 exercises. We're gonna have tons of variations with the sets and the reps included. So you're not gonna wanna miss out on this. With the boring stuff, real quick, you guys know it if you've watched our videos. And if you haven't, I'm gonna tell you now, plyometrics are some of the best exercise tools that we can utilize to help us transfer our strength gains in the gym into powerful actions out onto the football pitch. The exercises that we've selected are gonna help you improve your horizontal, vertical, lateral, rotational power, as well as your top speed, acceleration, and change of direction ability. All key characteristics that you're gonna need to be at a high level to be a high level footballer. But that's enough talk. Let's get more powerful right now.
Triformance Sports Training.
Exercise number 1, it's gonna be our broad jump. These are gonna be great for horizontal power and carry over nicely for our acceleration. The first variation we're gonna take a look at, it's gonna be our double leg, regular broad jump. Let's take a look at it. Facing forward, come up on our toes. It's gonna be a quick snap down and jump far forward as possible. Make sure we stick that landing, and that's gonna be 1 quality rep. With any power exercises, we need to do them with intent. So now what we're gonna do, take a cone in your hand, or just something in general, okay? Could be a pencil, a pen, keys. We're just gonna measure out how far we jump, and that's gonna force us on our next jump to try to go further. Okay, I'll place that object down. I already feel the pressure, because I can see where that cone is. I need to beat it. First up, we have our single leg broad jump variation, okay? So we'll start on one leg. And we're just gonna jump far possible forward. Okay, you can choose whether you wanna do this one by sticking the landing with 1 or 2 feet. Next up, we have our kneeling variation. So same idea, we're just going far as possible forward. Our next progression is going to be a band resisted broad jump. Okay, we're using 2 elastic bands, placed around the hip. It's just going to add some resistance from behind. Okay, we can do it with the double leg. Stick the landing, and I'll show you the single leg as well. The last variation is going to be our depth to broad jump. So we're going to stand on top of a box or elevated surface, fall down. As soon as we make contact with the ground, we're trying to explode as far as possible. So it's going to look like this. Guys, a quick pause. We need you guys to do us a favor. Okay, smash that like button below. Be sure to subscribe. Your support, it truly helps the channel. It helps us reach more footballers like yourself worldwide. And we love giving you guys this free content. So just do us that favor and we'll stop wasting your time. Back to the video, let's get it. Here we have exercise 2, our diagonal bounds. On the first variation, we're gonna stick each landing. When you find yourself comfortable sticking each landing, we can progress into a mini bounce. So now we're going to introduce the stretch shortening cycle. And our final 3rd progression to this one, okay, we're going to be reactive on each cone. So as soon as we make contact with the ground, we're trying to get to that next cone. The diagonal bound is going to carry over great onto the pitch, because just think about it. When you're on 1v1 with your opponent, you throw a body fake left, go right, okay? We're hitting those same angles that we're doing here in this exercise. So be sure to add this one into your workout, and let's take a look at exercise number 3. For exercise 3, sticking with the bounds, we have our lateral bounds. So these are going to really help with our ability to move laterally. So it's key for any position on the football pitch, especially our goalkeepers. First one, these cones might be a bit too far, but we're going to just stick each landing. So stick it, that wasn't good. Stick it, stick it. The progression, we're going to do reactive lateral bounds. So Maybe we can start in between the cones. Okay, on our right leg, we're gonna jump onto our left leg and explode back to the right. Same thing, other side. Next progression, we're gonna be completely reactive. I tell you guys what, we gave you our top 10 exercises, but of course, you know, with all these exercises, there's tons of variations. So I'll give you one more for this lateral bound. Again, we'll set up the cones. Resistance is gonna make it harder, meaning we're gonna have to put more force into the ground to get us to our objective. Okay, so band around the waist. Okay, one more time. Exercise number 4, we have our pogo to box jumps, okay? So the first one, we'll do a double leg, quite standard. Okay, we're just gonna add in one pogo jump, and then we're gonna hop up onto the box, stick the landing. Okay, one more time, we'll take a look at this. Next variation, we'll go with a single leg pogo hop into a single leg box jump. Okay, with any single leg, obviously you can stick it with 1 or 2 legs. 2 legs is going to be easier. We also have lateral variations. And we can do the same thing with our single leg. You can choose if you want to use your inside, outside, it's up to you. Now I'll use my outside leg. Last variation, don't forget to add in some type of rotational. Again, you can do this double leg, single leg, something that's gonna look like this. Okay, you can even go with a 180 spin. And some single leg variations. There you guys have it, our box jumps. These are gonna help our vertical power. Let's get into exercise number 5. Exercise number 5, maybe one of my favorite, it's gonna be our continuous hurdle jumps. And if you're not comfortable doing continuous, meaning on every landing, you're exploding up, there's no pause, onto that next jump, onto the next one, then you can start with just sticking the landing. Again, then you can add in a mini bounce or just go straight continuous. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So there's no wasted movement in between each landing. I'm getting up and over the next hurdle. All right, one more time. And there you guys have it, the continuous hurdle jump. That was exercise number 5. Let's take a look at number 6. Exercise number 6, we have our single leg hurdle hops into lateral bounds. This is a more progressed exercise, so I'm gonna recommend this for more advanced athletes. But let's take a look at it. So there's a lot going on in this one. We're working vertically, a little bit horizontally, laterally. So we'll take a look at this one more time. Almost feels like you're dancing, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get it. Sorry about the breathing, but that was exercise number 6. Let's get into number 7. Exercise number 7, it's gonna be our depth to vertical jump. So this one, it's gonna be excellent, and it's one of our favorites for improving our vertical jump. Let's take a look at it again. So you're gonna notice the higher the box, the deeper you're gonna get into that counter movement. Let's get into exercise number 8 right now. Exercise number 8, it's gonna be our single leg rotational broad jump. So here we're working rotationally. which happens all the time out on the football field and gets neglected so much in the gym. So make sure you're getting in your rotational exercises. We'll start on 2 legs. We're going to snap down onto our outside leg, rotate, get far as possible. We're going to show you one more variation. It's going to be a band resisted rotational single leg broad jump. Okay, band around the waist, snap down, far as possible. Again, the band makes it just so much more difficult to get that distance, which is great for our rate of force development. That one looked a bit strange, but there you have it, guys. Another variation. You keep working out here. Let's get into exercise number 9. Exercise number 9, we have our depth drops or our altitude drops. These are great for our ability to decelerate, which is where so many injuries happen out on the football pitch. We just come in with too much force. We can't handle it, and you wind up injuring a ligament, muscle. So make sure we're doing these. They might look boring, but I can't express how important they are. I do these in almost every session, whether it's 1 set to just be a kind of a warm-up or 2 to 3 more intensive quality work. First one, start up here, 2 feet on the landing. And you can hold that stick position for 1 to 2 seconds. Just be very intentful here. One more time on the other side. Couple variations. We have our single leg variation. Okay, we can work laterally with 2 feet or with 1 foot. You can stick the landing in a split squat stance. One more time. There's so many variations you can do with this one. I can't express how important it is. So make sure you add these into your workouts. Let's take a look at our final exercise, number 10. Exercise number 10, we have our L setup, broad jump to bound. The bound can be lateral or rotational. So again, I'm giving you more variations, but let's take a look at exercise number 10. Okay, so we can start with a single leg broad jump into a lateral bound. Stick that final landing. One more time, let's take a look at that one. Another variation. Okay, we can add in a rotational broad jump. If you're finding it hard with the single leg, we can just go with double legged action. So, and there you have it, guys. The video is coming to an end. We gave you our top 10 plyometric exercises for you footballers, but any exercises we left off the list does not mean they're not good or they're not in the top 10. We just gave you 10 elite exercises to perform. And for any of you footballers in the off season that need help programming their extra workouts, whether that's strength, speed, power, conditioning, head down in the description box below, visit one of the links, and we'll get to work together. And last thing, smash that like button below. Be sure to subscribe. Keep working hard, keep getting better. We'll see you in our next video.